So here we go with paper E, question 5. This is one of the AS Mechanics practice papers. So let's just go through this. Let's pick out the key things in the question first of all. The height of a tennis ball above the ground can be modelled using the equation. When h meters is the height of the tennis ball above the ground, and x is the horizontal distance travelled. Find the height of the tennis ball when it is struck. So when it's struck, that's got to be before it's moved. So at x equal to 0, h is equal to 1.7 plus 0.18 times 0 minus 0.010 squared. So h equals 1.7 meters. Okay, part 2, at a horizontal distance of 7 meters. Okay, so that's exactly the same question. It's easier in many ways because it's given you the value of x. So at x equals 7, h is equal to 1.7 plus 0.18 times 7 minus 0.01 times 7 squared. You tap that in the calculator and h comes out to be 2.47 meters. It seems sensible to give it to 2 dp because that's to the nearest centimetre. Okay, part B. To be called in, the tennis ball must hit the ground before it travels a horizontal distance of 25. So that means when h equals 0, x needs to be less than 25. So to be in when h equals 0, its height must be 0, when x is less than 25. So let's substitute in h equals 0 and solve the equation. So part B, at h equals 0, naught equals 1.7 plus 0.18x minus 0.01x squared. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going to factorise. We could play around with it and try, but I'm pretty sure that won't. So we might as well go straight to our equation. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You should show what you're doing with these. It's probably not good enough. Well, you won't get the method marks if you just tap it straight in the calculator. So I would be doing state like that, substitute in the values. Negative b is, that's b, that's a, and that's, sorry, got that wrong because it's written in an unusual order. That's RA, the number of x squared, b is the number of x's, c is the units on the end. So we're going to get negative b, so negative 0.18 plus or minus the square root of 0.18 squared minus 4 lots of a, which is negative 0.01 times c, which is 1.7, all over 2 lots of negative 0.01. Tap it in the calculator. On the mark scheme, it says to get one of the method marks, you've got to then show that as negative 0.18 plus or minus the square root of 0.18, well, sorry, this middle bit. Here it asks on the mark scheme for this to be written out as 0.1004, okay, using the calculator, minus 0.02. Okay, so tap it in the calculator and out come your answers. X equals 24.84 meters, which is less than 25 meters, therefore in. Or X equals negative 6.84, reject due to context. Okay, going back, part C, the tennis ball is hit with initial speed of 2 kilometers per minute and convert to meters per second. So part C, 2, so speed equals 2 kilometers per minute. And we've got to convert it to meters per second. So multiplying by 1,000 will give us 2,000 meters per minute. Divide by 60 will convert to meters per second. So 2,000 over 60 meters per second. Cancel the zeros, so got 100 over 3 meters per second, which gives us 33.3 recurring meters per second as that in those units.